a period of time. The one all the way on the right is good posture. That's what we should look like all the time. The four others, I want you to kind of look at it and see which one you fall into. What does your posture normally look like? I know we're all sitting up tall now, right? I'm trying to fix it. So being aware of the different types of muscles that are in the core is really important. And also, how do we work them? Try it one more time. Round the body just a little bit to protect the low back, right? Still breathing, no holding your breath. Are you breathing? Good. And come back up, right? An easy one you can do anywhere. You can do this as close as you can get. It doesn't have to touch. Good. And then the other side, same thing. Pull, contract, and release. Again, pull, and release. Opposite arm to leg. Arm to the side. You're going to reach the right arm up and over to the side. And as far as you can go, if this bothers your shoulder, you can bring it down. It's up to you. And you should feel a nice stretch come across that torso. Do you feel that? Yeah. Not always the case. So we have kind of three different ways that I'd recommend. The first one is the woman in blue who's doing the foam roller. Has anyone used a foam roller before? Good, so yeah. Okay. The foam roller is good if you feel comfortable getting on the floor. If you don't, I'm going to recommend some of the tennis ball stuff. But it's really good if you're on the floor. You can lay on your back. It's a thick piece of foam that you're going to feel. They come in different shapes and sizes, different densities. And it loosens up kind of the nooks and crannies, the back. It pushes in. Look, we're all sitting up straight now. I like this. You're level one. Good.
Well, to talk a little bit about what we're going to go over is what chiropractic is and how does it relate to each and every one of you. We're going to talk about the brain and body because they're intimately connected, and that connection helps improve your health. Because really, the brain is what helps run the show of your pain and your comfort. We're going to talk a little bit about specifically chiropractic and back pain. And the Breakthrough experience, our office is Breakthrough Chiropractic, so we're going to talk a little bit about our office and what we do there. And then plenty of time for Q&As at the end. So the purpose of chiropractic, how many people think of back doctor when they think chiropractic? For the longest time, that's what I considered a chiropractor. And there's a very important reason for that. The actual spine itself is where back pain comes from. But the reason chiropractors are so crazy about these bones is because what's inside the bones. What's inside the bones, as shown here, are all these little nerve roots. These nerves go from your brain up top, come down the spine and out to your muscles, to your organs, to your skin, to all the areas of your body, so that the brain can literally control every job that the humanistic brain and body can conceive. It all comes from and runs through the spine. So chiropractic has to do with the nervous system, all these nerves. They regulate and control all of our human existence. So the goal of chiropractic care is to actually optimize the health of our nervous system. People, has anyone had an episode where they just felt like they couldn't get out of the morning because their back pain was pretty bad? Anyone here? Show of hands. Now, let me ask you, keep your hands up if what happened that caused that pain was a big, severe injury or just something small, like picking up a pencil, turning the wrong way. Anyone? The majority of the times people get injured when they're not doing anything very extreme. And the reason being is it's not always because the muscles are weak, it's because the connection from your muscles saying, hey, we got to turn on and keep our body tight and protected, that message gets delayed. So the problem, at least the problem that we deal with, is when there's interference, neurological interference. It can be a trauma, it could be an injury, it could be, has anyone ever heard of sciatica or bulging disc herniations? These are the physical causes that cause misalignments and causes pressure on all these little nerves that run out the spine. So when we have interference from messages, it causes inflammation, it causes pain.